But here, this is exclusively for Muslims. Okay,
Now we go to
Muslims and
Kadani.
even Shia. Shia, do you know that it's only recently that they are also being recognized, and Masjid Borhani is under the purview of Majlis Ugama Islam Singapore. Before that, it was a private masjid, but only recently they have some understanding and all that, so it's being covered under Majlis Ugama Islam Singapore. However, this is different from Jemaah Ahmadiyah Qadiani. So Jemaah Ahmadiyah Qadiani is a religious sect that is totally deviant of the Islamic teaching. Okay, and they themselves also declare that they shouldn't be married together with the other Muslims. So that's why theirs is a separate cemetery site altogether. And just a bit of trivia, on the left hand side is the OP or Garden of Peace. This is not a place where you find peace. Okay, this is actually a place where people actually do ash scattering, inland ash scattering. So after cremation, okay, what usually the non-Muslims do, okay, first is either some of them may want to keep the ashes in a columbarium. Second option, they can actually throw the ashes, okay, into the sea ash. They call it sea scattering. Okay, now recently it is a new initiative that the government do, the inland ash scattering. So that's why they put the Garden of Peace. That's where they actually scatter the ashes. Okay, so okay, now we already arrived on the Kubur Ahmadiyah Qadiani. These are the Jemaah of Qadiani. Okay, so this one no need to go down. Okay, you just see from here. Yes, not so many. This is not so many. Okay. Because some of them eventually, some of them by experience, some of them also when they pass away, right? So they don't know. They themselves also, their family also, over a period of time or whatever, end up being managed by janazah as a Muslim also. Okay? Any issues with that? Actually, to be honest, you ask me, no issues. Okay? InsyaAllah. Okay, boleh kita pergi ke pusara Ahmadi pula. Yes.
Registration.
Lalu tempat cemetery office. Cemetery office. Okay. So yes, because inland ash scattering is the so-called in thing nowadays. Because it's relatively cheap in a sense. Compare if you take the sea scattering, you need to book a boat, okay? You need to do the ritual and all that. So people say, never mind, then also the same thing. Okay?
On the way nak pergi pusara Bali. Encik Ashraf. We are on the way to pusara Bali. Okay. Kita baru dekat. Pusara Bali. Ada lagi satu pelajar.
Oh, okay. Okay, tunggu dekat MTA dah.
Okay. Okay, boleh. Boleh Ustaz, boleh. Okay, sedap. Ada lagi satu student kat situ. Dekat MPA.
MTA, okay, nanti kita singgah.
Ya.
Okay, so Choa Chu Kang crematorium, this is not quite well-known one because the normal one people will do the cremation is at Mandai. But Choa Chu Kang, currently now, they only do the cremation for unclaimed bodies. Okay, bodies with no next of kin, okay, they will do here. Unclaimed bodies, if it is Jane Doe or John Doe, meaning no identity, you know in Singapore we are not allowed to cremate them. We only have to bury them. Okay, why? Because we don't want to come to a point after somebody step forward, claim, then find out actually the deceased Muslim. Then you cremate already. So that's why now Alhamdulillah, okay, by default if it is a Jane Doe or John Doe, no identity, okay, so we just do the burial. Well, of course not mandi ke apa and all that, so just put the coffin and bury. Now we are actually going to the cemetery office, or the cemetery office. This is the new office actually. Okay, before this, it was another place. So this one, this office, if you were to do, if suppose for example you want to find out where the person is being buried or whatsoever, you can actually come here and check with them. So they are open from 8:30 until 4:30. So usually as pengurus jenazah or as a person who do the jenazah, sometimes when we have to fill up the form and all that, we actually send to this office for them to process. They are the ones who do the allocation, okay, where which to go and all that. But they are also the ones who keep the records, whether the jenazah is being buried wherever this place. So what we need actually to furnish is actually full name, registered name and all that. And if you have the IC number, even better.
Cucu Kang Cemetery Office, Jabat Zara Cucu Kang, NEA.
Okay, even exhume already. Oh, this one exhume already. Now is at this place, that place. Okay, we also can tell you. Okay, any question? Ini cemetery office. Okay. InsyaAllah ni kita boleh PA balik. Pasti kita sini besar pagi di yang depan going towards the Pusara Abadi. In Pusara Abadi is it's not really an old cemetery, but let's put it, it's one of the first few cemetery that eventually accept or does the plate bearing system. And it's quite a memorable place for me because that is where I first started when doing urusan jenazah and all that. Okay. So we will first go towards the place where they actually bury the babies and also body parts. Okay. Behind just now, if you go out of the burial preparation facility, you face the other side. The first plot is actually the exhume kubur. Okay, there, over there, there's all the plots that has eight names in it. The kubur, they are taken, if I'm not mistaken, from Pusara Abadi. They bring over here. But don't worry, later at Pusara Abadi also, we will be bringing you to the place where the exhume plots also, and also some notable persons exhume plots from all over Singapore. I feel that the one at Pusara Abadi is much more interesting because over there, that's where, from all over Singapore it is taken. Prior to this, there are a few other places that people actually do the burial of the jenazah. Okay. So one of the famous one will be started in the 70s, late 70s, is Pusara Abadi. Sorry, Pusara Bidadari, yang London. Okay, and then after that, we also have other places, even in Bedok also have. Bedok got at least two. One is the Bulosa, and the other one is Sidok. Sidok is a whole cemetery. Okay. Then they also found Kalang, Jalabina, and Papa also. And then more recently also, that time I was shocked, even at Karachi also have. Karachi, the one who was Sungai Kadut, Sungai Kadut, in front of Karos. They already have some old also. Okay, so yeah, this is the Muslim Cemetery Pusara Abadi. Okay, on the right hand side used to be the Chinese cemetery. On the left side over here, it used to be a Chinese cemetery. Then over here on my left hand side, okay, this is where further down later you will see the former site of Surau Pusara Abadi. Okay, now they completed, they painted black already. Okay. solar that. Okay. Terus dia ini. Terus nanti pergi satu yang apa yang dapat mudah. After you extend then what do we do with the remains? Do we do the mandi again? Solat again? Nothing actually, just do the shrouding enough, sufficient. Okay? Terus je.
Station. Surrounding station.
Later we will go over here. But it should be the last part of the tour. Okay.
Ni baby. Orang baby.
Usually by default there will be half of the price. Okay, the price is also still affordable. Because normal for Singaporean, okay, the cost for one euro is about $315, $330 around the price. But then for children, okay, for babies is 180 around the price also, for GST and all that. Okay, so this is where they actually do the burial over here. Okay. Usually I like to spend a bit more time over here because I would like to actually open up our mind, okay? Especially with regards to putting of the tombstone, putting of the ornaments and all that. Okay, so again, sometimes it is tough when we actually lose a child. It is tough, especially when someone loses a child. But then we must not get enough. In our grief, in our sadness, we must have the faith that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala wants something better for us. Okay? Usually when I do the janazah for a baby or a child that is not reached the age of baligh, I always mention this. I said, look, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has specifically chosen these two parents in front of us to be able to enter Jannah just because of having a child who is waiting out there for them. So there is a very lengthy hadith about how an Ansari lady actually gone to the Prophet ﷺ and asked about her or lament to him, or her complaint to him about how she had actually lost a child, a baby, and I think 3. So to that effect, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that you have 3 persons in the summary waiting for you in the back. These 3 will enter Jannah until but on the condition the parents must have patience. So sabar and must also be accepting of the takdir from Allah SWT. Except whatever Allah SWT has decreed upon the parents to lose 2 child or 1 child or even sometimes inborn fetus. Yes, sabar. Okay? Allah SWT knows what is best for you. Okay, but another interesting fact, you see there's a lot of windmill, right? The story, this windmill actually got a story. Okay, and it's very interesting, not many people know about it. You know, the first organization that actually put a windmill is Singapore Cancer Society. Okay, so when someone passed away due to cancer and they are part of the Singapore Cancer Society or whatever, usually they will put a windmill. Okay? Over the period of time, people see stylo, windmill. Windmill means can feel. Feel like
Society letak tu dulu pusing-pusing.
Yeah, our
Actually
mentality
tak payah buat.
because we watch too much Netflix, too much what, as long got windmill, the spirit come. Okay? Actually that's not true. Okay, this one, people see stylo, okay, that's why they put. Then this windmill, you go to Daiso, $2. But you buy from here, it's $12 and $20.
Wow.
So end up two benefit, the people down here benefit. So next time you got nothing better to do, what you do? Sell windmill here. Okay? You buy from Daiso, buy 1 dozen, 2 dozen, you open one shop. So, and then next, okay, how do we differentiate Syiah people?
Lawan aku tak lah.
Kubu yang Syiah. Okay, so everybody come behind me, you will look, there is one distinct one. You realize there's a Syiah. Okay, so Syiah, and for us we are called Abu Sunnah wal Jamaah. Okay, for some, called Syiah because they believe in the absorb the Sayyidina Ali radhiyallahu anhu, and they rejected most of the So this one, interestingly, some of these people here, they still practice the headstone and
Headstone.
tombstone method.
Okay.
Again, like I mentioned, this is Singapore. They already annulled that part already. Just put one headstone, they call it.
Headstone.
Okay.
Headstone.
Any questions so far?
Headstone.
Before we go to
Let's see.
those exhumed remains, they put head into one picture. But if they exhume and the body is intact. Good question. Okay. So, because he asked the question, let's go to that place. Okay, we will show you a kubur whereby the body is still intact for exhumation. Okay, insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah. MasyaAllah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mana lagi murah? Dah bagi murah?
Ya.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Syukur.
Dia juga bersatu.
Allah Akbar.
Pergi rumah, rumah orang bertujuh.
Allah Akbar.
Dia di kawasan buka.
Aduh. Allah Akbar.
Okay, insyaAllah. So, especially, I think sometimes it's quite sad we go to kubur, okay, whereby, again, it's all about the emotional. Sometimes, yes, like I mentioned earlier on, it can be very emotionally upset, okay. training for us. We will do, daily or even a lecture. But then, that okay, inshallah. Let's disembark here. Okay, can be slightly slippery, but inshallah it's gonna be worth it. Okay? Sekejap. Wait first, dia sekarang tak ada kanvas first. Okay, boleh. Apa dulu kasih kereta jalan. Ada kanvas first. Okay, let's go.
Ni kau patient tau.
Assalamualaikum.
One of the first few Malay Muslim taking captain Muslim.
Pas tak bangun. Saya dulu.
Kalau gitu,